Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Apparently I have a frog in my throat. But today we have a really fun video. Today, you guys picked my makeup. And if you didn't get to vote in this poll where you guys picked my makeup, head on over to my Instagram and I may do this again because I thought this was really fun that you guys picked. So I did a poll on Instagram and I did like primer, foundation, concealer, and I, put two options and you guys picked one. And I tried to pick options of things that I haven't used in a really long time so we can make this video really fun and new and exciting. And I'm so excited because you guys picked the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, which is like the most bomb palette. And I have hardly touched this and I've owned this for like a year. I'm so excited to use this today and do a little pop of color. I think we're gonna do, because we have to like use this yumminess down here, but we're gonna do a pop of color on the lower lash line. It's gonna be good. I'm very excited about it. So, you guys picked my makeup and let's go ahead and start with primer. You picked, and you guys, I did not, this is terrible, but I wrote down all of the things after you guys did it and for some reason didn't think to save the story, so I don't know the losers, but you picked, I think, between the Hourglass primer and the Shiseido Smart Filter, and you guys chose this Hourglass number 28 primer serum. And so this is like a hydrating primer, so I'm only taking kind of like a pea-sized amount, and I'm going to put this all over my face. Oh my gosh, this is so moisturizing and dewy. Well, are you guys picked Urban Decay All Nighter. So can you guys see like how luminous my skin is right now? If you have dry skin, this primer is amazing. They came out with this primer, I think it was the same time that they came out with their matte primer, and their matte primer is like white and it's got that like slip texture, that pore texture to it, like the pore filling, but I really love the way this feels. I feel like I need to give this a solid few minutes to sink into my skin, so let me do that and I'll be back, probably a little bit closer because I feel far away from you guys. Okay, so actually that only took, I think I waited about 3 minutes, but it feels really good. Oh, it feels really nice. I'm excited to see how this works. We're going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter. You guys chose this over the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. Turns out, I think I remember more of the losers than I thought I did. So hopefully, guys, I literally haven't used this since basically the first week I bought it. I have no idea what I thought of this foundation. I just got no idea. I'm not going to forget to put foundation on my nose. I love that somebody noticed that in the last video, because in the last like 2 tutorials or something, I forget to put foundation on my nose and nobody has said anything, and the whole time I'm editing, I'm like, what are you doing, Abby? Put the foundation on your nose. It's like terrible editing it because I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm like screaming at my editing screen, and then I do it at the very last minute, but I don't like get it good. I don't know what it is in real life. I put foundation on my nose. This is definitely dark, do you guys see? But we're just gonna, blend her down. But anyway, this could be perfect when I have my spray tan. But anyway, I don't put foundation on my nose, and in real life, I do. Like, I don't miss my nose, but I guess there's something about being on camera that makes me not want to touch my nose or something. So I'm gonna keep dabbing it on there so I don't forget. Okay. Whoa, coverage! You guys, look how freaking dark this is. Oh, apologies. Abby's just gonna have herself a mask. We talk about how good spray tan season is. Like, what? I don't get spray tans in the winter because why? Everybody knows it's a fake tan because you're like, why would you be really tan when it's negative 20 degrees in Minnesota? But I always put it over my eyes if it's a matte foundation as my primer. But like, why would you be spray tan in the winter? And I just think it's a waste of money, to be honest. If I'm gonna fake tan, I'll just do it at home. But in the summer, your girl spray tan it and just feels so good. It makes me feel alive. That is like a crap ton of coverage. I can't even right now. It's ridiculous. This looks beautiful. What? Why have I not used this in so long? Cause girl, you were always trying the next thing. It's like, can we talk about that for a second too? we always feel like, constantly, whether you're a YouTuber or you just love makeup, that you have to like try to find something better, right? When we buy perfectly good shit and then we don't use it. Like, that's ridiculous. I was thinking about it when I rediscovered my Vibrancy foundation. I did like a second chance review on this and I'm freaking obsessed with it. Like, literally felt sad that I sat down and I was gonna film and I couldn't wear this today. That's how much I love it. And I don't know why we do that. It's like we always have to try to find something better, which why can't we just enjoy what we have? You know what I mean? It's like my whole no buy project this year is literally all about that. I'm off my soapbox. All right, you guys picked the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is in light pale, and I think you chose this over Bondi Lock-It Concealer. So let's use this puppy. I know you guys like that drugstore. I like it too. Oh yeah. Give me that highlight. Because the foundation is a little bit, you know, dark for me. So we're gonna just pat this out with our beauty blender. And I like to be like super gentle when I pat out my concealer because I always find that if I'm like too like boom, 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 like when I'm doing my foundation, I'm like beating my face. But when I'm doing my concealer, if I pat like too hard, it messes with the foundation. So I always pat like crazy light and I take it down on the sides of my nose too. Oh, that is gorgeous. Let's go ahead and do our brows and just don't mind some of the stragglers. I'm gonna deal with them, but not right now. Okay, not right now. Anastasia dipbrow, you guys chose this over something else that I don't remember. Sorry, Charlie. So I'm gonna take, all right, we're going in with the MAC 266. And this actually, I was shocked when I pulled this out to make this an option for you guys. I really thought it was going to be dried out. I've definitely had it for over a year. And it's not dried out. Oh, I do really need to take care of some of these stragglers before the wedding. But sorry, you guys have to look at them a little longer. Just pretend like they're not there. That's what I do. See how much I like pomades. I haven't used a pomade in a really long time. I am on the powder train again. Kicking it old school brows, yeah. That looks nice. Good job, you guys. I'm really happy that you picked that. All right, so we're using a cream. We're not setting the face yet because you guys picked a cream bronzer, cream contour, sorry, and a cream liquid highlight. That's what I meant, not cream. So we have the Soleil Matte Veil Cream by Mercier. And this is what it looks like. And it is like hard, you guys. And I think I've used this like one time because it's so hard that it's like hard to blend. So here's what I decided that we're gonna do. I got a new beauty blender for this. I'm worried about going in with a brush because I don't want this to peel my foundation off. I'm just gonna like do this with the beauty blender. Oh no! Let's just tap it on the hand. Okay, I think that is okay. So let's, I'm scared. Okay, so you definitely don't want to do this with a brush, you guys. It's just like too hard. I have it, oh. It looks kind of dirty. Does it look dirty? It's like really, it's not like cool toned. I'm going to take it up the sides of my temples. What do you think? Is it doing anything? I don't know. This product, I'm going to get rid of it, you guys. Just like, it's like way too hard to use. That's why I haven't used it. So I used it once. I remember opening it and being like, why the F is it? Oh, wait, it's a little creamy. Oh, maybe it's like the top. Oh, do you guys see that? It's like kind of flaking off. Hold on. I'm going to take a tissue and see if I can like get the top layer off because underneath that top layer, it felt really creamy, you guys. What? You know how sometimes it's like that on like glitter shadows and stuff? What if that's how this is on the cream bronzer? Or maybe the top just dried out a little? Now it's really creamy! Oh, that's a different product. You guys see that? Okay. Okay, yeah. I was able to just kind of like dab it in. Do you guys see? Okay. Okay, I think this is gonna blend a lot better now. All right, maybe I'm giving it a go in this tutorial. Maybe I'll keep giving it a go and just keep you guys updated. Obviously, this is like kind of contour, so I'm focusing it in the hollows. What do you think of the color? That's what I want you to post below. So you guys picked such a good one. And I could have mixed this in with the foundation, but because we had the dewy primer, I was like, well, I don't know. So Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and this is in Sunlight. And you chose this over, I don't know. I'm going to take my Clean Beauty blender because we're not baking today. Just pick up some of that and just like on the back of my hand because it's potent, everyone. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. Do you guys see that? It's like, oh, okay. We got a little cray. Take the back of the Beauty blender because we just use it for our foundation, right? And just pat it out. I don't know, like, oh, that left a line. No! Okay. I don't know what happened there. Like, there we go. Much better. Do you guys see how freaking pretty that is? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm like packing it on a little bit. And I'm going to take the other end, and I always go over with the side we put our foundation on with. So it just like blends in really nicely. Let's go ahead now and set the face. You guys chose the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish over Giorgio Armani. I do know that one. Luminous Silk. Come on. This is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in light medium. And I'm actually really glad you guys chose this because the Luminous Silk has a ton of coverage and we don't need any more coverage. I just want something like really light that's gonna keep everything locked in but not be like insanely heavy. And I am going over the highlight just to set it a little bit so that it hopefully doesn't move. But with this powder, I'm just kind of doing a really light, nice layer, and I always take my powder down the neck because we did take the foundation down there and I'll put bronzer down there and it just makes the blend a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and do eyes. I hope this doesn't, you guys, there's foundation on my arm. Like, how did that even happen? So now I think we should go to eyes because I don't want to do the face yet. I'm scared that I'm gonna mess up my foundation, and let's just like let that sit and mellow and look at that glow. Look at that glow. Bam, 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 blinding you. I know, blinding. Okay, so this is the palette. It's gorgeous, but there isn't an amazing transition shade. So I'm going to take like a big fluffy blending brush. I'm going to take this one, which is like the lightest shade we could have for transition, taking like such a little amount. And I'm just starting to run this in the crease. We're going to do kind of a pretty coppery, I'm just going to take a little more, and I'm just going to like put this in the outer third. Blend it up into the crease. I want to take a smaller blending brush. Take this guy right here. I'm going to go into Zulu. So that first shade was called Burkina. And this is Zulu. And I'm going to kind of start this in the outer third as well. Just like adding a little bit of warmth to it, because that was kind of a more, this is a more cool toned brown and this is a warmer like dark brick red maroony brown. And I just want to start that in the outer third and then gently kind of push it toward the middle of the eye. And then I am going to fluff this up in the crease too. I'm not getting like hardly any fall. I'm not getting any fallout. It's kind of amazing actually. I'm going to take a flat shader brush, like a packing brush, and Ada. And I'm going to put this against that lower lash line, pretty low in that outer third. And just kind of start to build that up. And while I'm building, oh my gosh, I'm really staying away from like the fluffiness of the outer, because I want this to stay the transition shade. And so I'm kind of going to just go back in every so often with that original brush and just blend out that red, but I'm not blending it in the crease. I'm just kind of blending out the edges. You see that? And then going back in with that packing brush, just laying a little bit more on. Starting at the lash line, patting it up a little bit, just building up the color. Red pigments are really hard to do, so you can get a lot of fallout, so you want to be really careful of that. Okay. I'm going to go back in with that fluffy blending, and I'm just going to kind of fluff out the edges, blend out the crease. Yes, yes, you guys getting the process? I feel like we have to use this color. Yeah, we're going to use that color with my finger. and I'm gonna spritz a little bit of Morphe. I showed you guys the color, so I'm just gonna spritz my finger with some setting spray and grab Cairo. It's like pretty glittery, and I'm gonna pat this kind of right on top of that, right in the middle. Oh my god. It's so good. And it's not like too glittery, really. It's just like kind of this like perfect reflex. I'm gonna pat this on the middle of the eye and kind of over that red a little bit, but not all the way. And then just kind of blend it out towards the inner third, but don't go over it. We're gonna put a dimmer shadow there. All right, so I'm gonna take that shade called Casablanca, this one down here, with my finger, and I am going to pat this in that kind of transition area. All the way to the inner corner. But be really careful with your finger. Usually I go back in with a brush to get all the way to the inner corner. So I'm going to do as much as I can and then leave the rest blank, and I'll take like a little brush. Spritz the brush a little bit, and then I'm going to go into, what's this one called? Giza. I'm going to go into Giza, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner. Are you guys liking this look? Are you happy with the makeup you picked out? Wondering if I should use, I think I'm going to use the teal. Let's use the teal. Let's do it. We're going for it. So first I'm going to take a really small pointed brush, and I'm going to lay down a little bit of that kind of transition-y color that we use. So I'm going to combo Burkina and Zulu, and I took like one little bit of each, and I just want to put that in the outer third before we lay, just connecting it up before we lay that teal down. All right, so I'm going to spritz this brush. This is a C408 chisel shader brush. I don't know where from. Morphe Coastal Scents. I'm going to spritz it. It's not a synthetic brush. And I'm going to take Molly. I'm going to load up both sides and kind of the tip. And then I'm not going to be able to look at you guys really while I'm doing this. I'm going to have to really like look down. And I'm going to start packing this on. Can you guys start to see it? I'm going to take a little bit of Dahlia too, because like why not? We're here. We're here. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of putting that just like in the middle. This Marc Jacobs liner, it's just like a little liner that I got in a VIB reward set. Waterline. It'll make that blue stand out a little bit more, that black. Alright, I'm gonna let my eyes water before I do my wing. Alright, let's do our wing. I can do this. I can do this. I believe in myself. L'Oreal, this is the Super Slim. Infallible. Okay, it's still like a mostly polite wing, but it's a little bit longer. I'm still perfecting my wings after not practicing them for years. It's hard to come back and just like get into the wing game. Plus, do you guys see how wings look weird on my eyes? Because my lids just like aren't, they don't love wings. They just don't. I can't ever make wings look good. They look good when I'm like, oh, yes, yes. But they don't look great like on their own, I don't think. Okay. Like when I open my eyes, because my eyes are really like hooded, they don't just stay, you know. So my wings like, but that's okay. You guys wanted me to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So let's do it. I am obsessed with this look right now. I can't believe how great it's turned out. All right, bronzer. You guys wanted Marc Jacobs Tantastic. So that's what we're going with. I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. This is the, this is the Coconut like Omega Bronze. I'm just going to bronze up the whole face with this. Yeah, I'm not going to want to take this off. I am filming one more video with this makeup on, so acceptable. More bronzed. I need to stop. I gotta stop. Okay. You also picked NARS Deep Throat. Looks like this. Gorgeous. Haven't used it in about a bajillion years. So So I'm really glad you guys picked this, and I forget what you picked it over. I'm not sure, but this is a good one. Oh, look how pretty. That flush of like peachy pink. I'm not a big blush girl, and I think that most of the NARS blushes are so easy to blend, and they're not like too pigmented where they're like too much, right? I think they look really nice. And I had you pick the Cover FX for the highlight, but I'm just to kind of like, I know I'm still pretty glowy, but I am going to add a little bit more. I'm going to go in and take Giza on my fan brush and just, you know, we have mermaid eyes. We should just accentuate, right, the highlight. And you guys picked a bright color pop lippy. This is what you chose. So we're obviously not going to use the purple. This fuchsia, just like, I have a really bright one. This one, that fuchsia is not going to go. This one might. Oh my god. You guys, I'm going to look like Barbie. Hold on. Maybe this one's good because this is like a coral red. Yes, we're going to do that one. Okay. For those of you who are going to want to know, because I know you're going to want to know, this is the Ultra Satin Lip and Cozy, which I'm kind of obsessed with. It's kind of awesome. I think you guys kind of did like the most bomb job picking my makeup, and I hope that you enjoy what I came up with. We have one more step, and that is setting spray. You guys chose, where does it go? The Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This one, if you own this and use it, shake it so freaking well, like you can't, you've never shaken it harder, you guys. This is seriously, if you don't shake it really well, it'll be a glitter bomb on your face. I am obsessed. I think I'm going to have to wear this makeup, this foundation and combination to the wedding this weekend. I don't know. I'm discovering so many new things. All right, here we go. I can't believe I forgot about this. I got a fan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I did do that. Oh yes. I am obsessed with this look right now. I feel like this is the epitome of summer. Red lips, the blue pop of color looks so good with the black liner, the wing, and the lower lash mascara just looks so good. I even think the lip looks so good. You guys did pick a lip topper, but that was really for nude lips. I don't have any red lip toppers, and I didn't want to use a clear, so, you know. But you could put a clear gloss on it. Okay. This is your finished makeup look. I hope that you liked it. If you want me to do another subscribers pick my makeup video, give this video a thumbs up, and I will make sure to do that for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for watching this crazy tutorial video, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah!